Hello, I'm making another video for you. This is what happens when you leave a snake laying in wait for its victim. Basically, they'll do whatever they can to get away with whatever they've done. If you don't let the person know, they'll do everything they can to get somebody, hurt them. They will kill somebody and then walk away, letting you know they did it to you. They'll let you know 20 years later that they were the person who did it to you, and they're off smiling in their big old $1 million mansion somewhere. I don't know where you are, Fritz or um, what you've basically done is prosecute me in front of the entire world, and I didn't do anything wrong. You did this in the engineering lab, and you left me no proof whatsoever that you did it because every death that you faked, you made it where I can't find any proof. First of all, I know Dale Earnhardt Sr. is alive because I saw him get out of his race car on February 18, 2001. And my brother's the first person who calls. And he said, I cried when I heard Dale died. And I said, how did he die? He goes, he died on impact. I said, no, I saw him get out of the car, wave at the crowd, and get in the ambulance. He must have died of an aneurysm or something. How did he die? He didn't die. Sarah Ramsey, she's alive. She's probably laughing in my face every time I go to Ardmore. Jeanette Ramsey, Dennis Britt, you guys are not supposed to fake someone's daughter's death on purpose to torture somebody. This is illegal. Torture is illegal, especially when you when you know people are going to try to kill this person and you make it happen. That's attempted murder, especially if you knew it was going to happen and you just let it happen and you made it happen. You made it happen. That's the bad part. I have no recollection, none. I have no recollection of ever being in a courtroom for this. I have no recollection of anything except the bad things people did at Yada Networks and Alcatel. It's illegal to hypnotize somebody and remove events from their mind. It's illegal to do this, but you don't seem to care because you think you're going to get away with it. You can't get away. If you don't do something, God the Father is going to do exactly as He promised. He's already done it. You just haven't seen it yet. All I have is those memories of Kyle Whaley yelling and screaming at me, bad things Charles Ray did to me, things that people did at Alcatel, everywhere. Nobody wants to tell the truth, even though they know the truth. Even police officers know the truth and they won't tell the truth. They will not tell the truth, and they know the truth. So I'm just going to go through a few stories of. I'm going to move this down. I'm going to go through a few stories of events. That these are stories that Kyle put in my head. He said, these are people I'm going to meet. The problem is he told me this stuff back in the year 2000, 2002, and I met those people as I was going along. Now, Kyle Whaley can make events happen like this. He can make people show up, do things, make them say stuff as a trigger. He can do these things. He can say this, say. He can do that with text message. Because I see my mom, I show up at a location. She's like, oh no, oh no, and then I did not do that. I just saw you do it. People can lie, but you're not going to get away with this. Um, Basically, what happens is people will try to hurt you. They'll do anything they can to hurt you if you don't know they're a snake. But then they'll reveal themselves at the end to let you know, and then they'll go off laughing at you. Now, this first family, Kimberly Dresch, Benny Bailiff, Ida, and well, Kyle Whaley told me all. He told me this. He told me their names. This is exactly what he did back in 2000, 2002. He said he told me. He was telling. He said you're going to meet this person, that person, and he said and her mother's name is Lydia a death. And I laughed. A death, man. That sounds like a death for me, doesn't it? He's like, yeah, I guess so. It's in a joke, Brett. I'm telling you, it's not jokes. Yeah, right, right, Kyle. Right. And he keeps going, he keeps going. He talks about, she's gonna meet a guy named Benny Bailiff and he's gonna take her away from you. Like, whoa, what's going on, Kyle? Like bailiff, like a courtroom bailiff, I think it was something like that. I was laughing. It's not a joke, Brett. No, it's not a joke. You tried to kill me, Kyle Willie. It's not a joke. Kim Hernandez Pierce and Tam Tran. I don't know if that's how you spell Kim Hernandez Pierce's name, but he Kyle Wade told me I was going to be on the APA. He said I was going to be on a amateur pool team with a professional pool player, and it was Kim Pierce. He also told me that Tam Trim was going to be waiting for me. He said, "You're going to meet a beautiful Asian woman. She's going to be selling all kinds of little, chalk holders and stuff, pool accessories for playing pool." And there Tam Trim was right there at the pool tournament, standing with a little tiny table, waiting just for Brett Finnery to come up and talk to her because she was part of the story that Carl put in my head in the year 2000 to 2002. And the problem with Tam Trim is I met her about the year 2015. Bill Bartol and Greg McGee, man, Bill Bartol, his eyes were blackened. Yes, they were. He came in and he invited me to go to a baby shower. I said, I'm not going to baby shower for somebody I don't know. And Todd Watley, you'll never find his picture online. Never. He wants to escape this. But he said he knew not to go. See, everybody went, but I knew not to go. That's what Todd Watley said. And I didn't go either. I didn't know. I had no idea. All I knew was a baby shower for some lady. And Bill Bartol and all these people were there to rape a pregnant Chinese woman on a shower floor of a post office in Austin, Texas. But if you ask any of the police over there, they said, we don't know nothing about it. Bill Bartol will lie through his teeth. Greg McGee will lie through his teeth. But I bet you if you ask Han Wong, she'll say, yes, it happened. Yes, it happened. And she'd probably say who did it. Now, these people is Bill and Greg. They did not reveal themselves. I mean, I worked with Greg McGee in the year 2004, 2005, then again in 2006, and then I went to Austin, Texas to work for him from 2006 to about 2015. 2015, he had me doing piddly stuff, laughing at me the whole time. They just thought it was funny what they did to me, ruined my life on purpose. They didn't reveal themselves until the year 2015 to let me know that they were the snakes that did this to me. They didn't let me know until the bitter end. And then they just went off. Greg went off to his group. Bill Bartol left the company. Nobody wants to tell the truth. Greg Gegenheimer, he's absolute proof that they planned all of this all the way to make me get divorced. He's proof. Greg Gegenheimer revealed himself on my second visit to him. He said something about my Dodge Challenger that scared me. It's like, oh man, I got scared right in front of him. I was like, oh man. Well, he told me he was going to say this. That's pretty bad when it goes all the way up to 2015. And still people are just playing games, toying with me. This next picture, I was told to say it. Just like I don't remember who told me to say it. They said when you see this picture and you make this video, they decide say it just like this. If Tina Cruz is still alive, show this picture to Tina Cruz and ask her about Greg McGee. I was told to circle it 3 times just like that. I was told that you should also show this picture right here, Greg McGee. He's probably so used to lying. He's just like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Or maybe he's going to go, ooh. You never know what Greg McGee's going to do. But I think I saw Tina Cruz in Gainesville, Wyoming about 1 month ago to 1.5 months ago, going through the meat section. As I was heading out, I saw her and I turned my head and I walked away because I don't want y'all just popping out and saying, hey, here's this person that's over. You got to announce this to the world because you stole everything I loved and cared about on purpose. What happens when you leave snakes lying in wait for a person who has no idea that people are trying to harm him? There's a video coming up about that. I'll show that to you right now.
The monitor on the boat heard a second warning. I'm not kidding, there's a shark. And looked over the edge of the ship to see the shark swimming toward Boswell, who was approximately 25 feet away from Buffington. Upon hearing the second call for shark, Boswell believed she would be attacked and said that it helped her remain calm when it did. The boat crew picked up several swimmers and saw the shark submerge and then surface to grab Boswell by the right ankle. A member of the boat crew stuck a stick out for Boswell, but it was too late. The shark grabbed her right leg, pulling her underwater and shaking her. She later said the shark was chewing on her leg. She was able to fight to the surface where members of the boat crew reached a broom handle to her. The white shark struck again, grabbing her left leg about mid-thigh and pulling her back underwater. Again the shark shook her, and then it pushed her above the water surface.
Around the year 2005, 2000, it was right before I went to work for DRS Infrared. I had to go to the McKinney emergency room because I broke my collarbone on a trail mountain biking. And the crazy thing about this story is there were two police officers undercover working at Crane Corporation. It was called Signal Technology. One name was Magnus Aronson, something like that, and the other lady was Melissa. She called herself Leana Thong. I don't know what her real name was, but she said that she was the one working on this trail right here in this area, and she's the one who tore the trail up really bad. I had no idea why. I went out there, and that's exactly where I wrecked and broke my collarbone. Now, I landed on my shoulder. I just got a helmet like 2 weeks before that. I landed on my shoulder, and I heard it tearing, and then pop, snap. I could have died. Thanks, Melissa. You stole everything I loved and cared about on purpose. I was supposed to get $2 million from Alcatel because Intel was buying my software. I was supposed to get $2 million. All of a sudden, Sean Finnerty somehow gets 50,000. He showed me that check right up here at this place up here in this building. Kyle Whaley was right back there in the darkness, ready to hypnotize me there too. I had no idea what was going on. No idea. How did you get a $50,000 check, Sean Finnerty, when you were supposed to be spraying bed liners? Because they didn't have pickup trucks to have bed liners sprayed in. Whatever deal you guys made, Lando, this deal just keeps getting worse for you guys. Because now God's in control. And if you're going to wipe me out, God's going to take everybody out with me, especially your firstborn. He's going to do them first across the entire world. I will not strike out at nobody. I'm going to let it happen because you're making it happen. You will not investigate. You will not arrest the real criminals. You will do nothing except taunt me, laugh at me, mock me, stalk me, watch what I'm doing on the computer, watch what I'm doing in the house, follow me everywhere I go. Let me know that you're watching me, and then you won't do anything except try to arrest me, hurt me, or kill me. So I'm going to let God do this because I'm going to make sure God takes every soul in the United States and puts them in hell for what you did to me. Murderers.